go get them again.
Welcome back to the Robezoid channel. I'm your host, Mark, and on the docket today we have an unboxing first impression video on the brand of Dolce Gabbana. This one, a staple in the women's aisle, Dolce. You know, this is the original, right? EDP. This thing has multiple flankers. It's a top seller for the brand, obviously. The box has seen better days. Like, it lost its top. Funny enough, it says shoppers on it. Fragflex, where are you getting your stuff here? This box, hopefully the bottle doesn't look like the box. A lot of things missing here from these Dolce box. But yeah, I'm really interested in seeing what this one is going to give me. Obviously a really good seller for the brand, so it's got to be at least half decent. Now, before we get into anything, if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, smash that like button. Love that smash. Much appreciated. And to, of course, my returnees, welcome back. Merci beaucoup. Now, let's take a look at the note breakdown. Let's see what Dolce has to offer for us. And I see a lot of florals. A lot of florals and a lot of musks. So, okay, floral musky thing, we'll see. It was released back in 2014. Already has several flankers. Well, I guess it's been 10 years on the market. Congratulations, first and foremost. So let's delve into it. Let's see what this one's all about. Again, this is not the top half. This is actually the insert portion. So again, it did lose its top. So the bottle is still in form, so it's good because I don't want to start shooting this video and this thing. Does it have an atomizer? Yeah, the bottle is actually pristine. It does have a lot of sprays out of it. Definitely somebody went like 5 mils, maybe 10 mils out of it. Cute cap, I guess, plastic flower, I guess. So let's put it on strip first and then we'll put it on skin. It has a little tie too. It's cutesy. Atomizer, very solid. You know, it's nothing crazy, nothing great, but it's very solid. Let's sniff Dolce EDP, right? Is it the eau de parfum? EDP, I'm assuming. Yeah, EDP. Oh, I can smell it now. Oh, it's got some fruity. It's got some fruity aspects here. It's got kind of like a green pear thing going on. Okay, so it's fresh. It's definitely fresh. I was expecting that with the heavy florals in the note breakdown. Okay, so let's start delving into white floral scent profile. Yeah, a little bit of white musks back in it, cashmere back in it. So you don't have much of a back end. So we'll see where this one goes. It's not going to go very far, honestly. It's a fruity floral, dare I say. Like, there's no fruits in the note break. I guess papaya flower is that thing that's giving me. I've never smelt that in a fragrance. This is my first. That's probably what's giving me that pear-like quality because it has a watery green pear-like note with some florals, some watery aspects. It smells like an inoffensive woman fragrance. You know, something that is a staple, and that's why it's sold so well. Signature scent, easy to wear, blended okay, doesn't really leave outside the box, right, of what women's fragrances are. However, it's not super sugary, it's not super floral, it's well balanced, a little kind of boring, honestly, but again, you need some boring, quote unquote, scents in your collection, give or take, depending on who you are. But you need some of these in your collection. And usually what I do is the boring ones are the ones that are well built or the ones that I'm going to utilize more often than not, right? In the men's aisle, there's things like Sauvage and Y from YSL to Bleu de Chanel. Those are boring scents, but they're in that, you know, that space. I don't like any of those. I like kind of like put in that space, but make it well done. Those personally aren't well done. Yeah, so that papaya flower, I'm assuming, is the one that's throwing out this sweetness, and it's coming off central off the bat on my skin. It's sweet, it's fruity, it's got a pear-like green, but it has also a watery, ozonic, airy quality. Water lily definitely is coming through as a secondary. Neroli, not so much. There's a little bit of that white floral thing going on, but you're not getting that citrus punch that neroli can give. It's more of the white floral, fresh floral, sweetness, watery, ozonic, airy, dare I say a little creamy. Neroli can do that as well. fresh out of the shower kind of fragrance. Yeah. So at the end of the day, a good starter fragrance, actually a very solid starter fragrance. Like, you know, some girls start with that high sugar punch kind of fragrances. This is much classier than that kind of stuff. A good starter scent profile, a good run-of-the-mill signature scent, you know, going to the office, things like that, inoffensive for a woman. It has that water lily feeling that I absolutely love in fragrances. A little green, a little neroli, not too soapy, but it's there. White floral. You can do much worse. You can do better, but I can see the appeal of Dolce. I can see why it's sold so many units. I love unboxings like this because now it's just, you know, making my Rolodex much bigger than what it was, you know, before the year started. Tons of women's top sellers are coming through my way. And, you know, I'm starting to see patterns. I'm starting to see, you know, blending. I'm starting to see which ones are very popular, but are in kind of like that box for women, just like the men's aisle. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with this. If you have it in your collection, I'm a fan of it. It's just a really solid designer fragrance. Now, if you don't have it in your collection because you find it too boring, I hear you. If you have it in your collection and it's more of a, you know, just a everyday type of thing, I hear you too. I feel like that's where it really, until something better comes through, it's almost like a stepping stone. You can definitely do a lot worse than this on a starter fragrance. I think this is solid for a woman as a starter fragrance. Nothing wrong with this. But there's not that wow factor to me. It's a top seller for a reason. It doesn't have that wow factor. So, but well done, well blended. Has some interesting parts. It has some complexity. I really wasn't expecting that fruity blast. I was looking at the note breakdown. I was like, okay, where's this gonna go? It didn't seem like it was gonna go fruity floral, but alas, it is. Now, I'm assuming that pear note is going to dissipate quite quickly. It hasn't yet. Where's this gonna go, right? It could go even more boring. Because once you lose that green aspect, the juice is green, just like the scent profile, it's probably just going to go in a water lily, musky back end, I'm assuming. Now, I got this at fragflex.com. This is a super popular fragrance. You can find this anywhere, but go check out Fragflex, obviously a discounter. Use my code TFG10, you get 10% off site-wide. You don't have to just buy this one. This is good enough for me to, if I see Fragflex sending me a flanker of this, the excitement level will be it'll be there. I'll be like, okay, so what have they built upon the originator? I love delving into these lines and starting from scratch with the originator and kind of see where they branch off, especially when they have several flankers. Which ones are going to pop? Because this is a good base. What else can you add to it to make it better? And again, with brands like this, like Dolce Gabbana, they've butchered some in the men's aisle, so you never know. Now that you've heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. What do you think? Especially the 3 women, not 2 now, the 3 women that are subscribed to me. Have you smelt Dolce? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's, you know, you can agree with me, you can disagree with me. You can give it its props in the comments below. You can also, and again, this is a new line to me, you can comment and let me know about the flankers, which ones to avoid, which ones are great. That's always a great comment to see as well, especially for newbies out there. And as always, a great import fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your Dolce Gabbana release wisely. Thanks for watching YouTube. Have a good one.